holidays. If you're catching this episode when it airs, we're officially into the holiday season. And it's totally a little different this year with like the Rona and all, but I hope, like me, you're determined to make it special for you and those that are close to you. And I'm also determined to spread some holiday cheer to others as well. So thanks for listening and helping me do this. There are three tiny words that really encapsulate the season for me. The first one's joy. Check out our last episode for how to spark joy with money this holiday season. Today, I want to explore the second little word that inspires me throughout the holiday season, and that's peace. When I think of holiday peace, so many Christmas songs pop into my head, but especially Silent Night. You might have heard the song before. It goes something like Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright. But I've heard that if Mary was telling the story, it might not have been so silent. I mean, she was giving birth to a real baby after all. For me, I'm a big fan though of having a peaceful holiday season. Nothing says peaceful and holiday to me like sitting in a chair, drinking some hot tea, looking at the Christmas tree lights. And maybe with COVID this year, the holiday season will be more peaceful in some ways. Not so many holiday parties to attend, more nights just relaxing with some hot tea, looking at the twinkly lights. But there's still a lot of uncertainty about the pandemic, the economy, the country's leadership. Maybe too many of us will spend the season worrying and anxious despite those lights sparkling on our trees or from our candles. But what if we could find some peace with our money in the midst of it all? What if? Welcome to the Fife Movement. I'm your host, Amanda Neatley. This is the only movement that helps our generation create our unique, feminine, and entrepreneurial approach to financial independence. Be sure to subscribe and hit that bell for future episodes if you're watching this on YouTube. Now, I'm going to take you way back to when the first like Christmas after I graduated from college, started working full time. And, I was like super excited about this transition to post college life. Um, and I was super fortunate that the first like full-time job that I was placed into through a temp agency was with a national nonprofit that really knew how to treat their staff well. Even though I had just started, they included me in their year-end break for all the staff. The whole organization just shut down the week between December 25th and January 1st. It was time to spend with family and to recover from the demands of literally saving lives that we did day in and day out. And the organization took this really seriously. They, trumpeted it. Everyone knew this is time to spend with family. Do not do any work. And I don't remember like when I learned this, but I learned that they're actually doing something that the people in China, a lot of them do all the time. Every business that can shuts down for a week or two around the Chinese New Year. It's actually a sign that business is going well to be able to have the employees and the owners take the time to spend with family. Only the businesses that are struggling stay open. At least that's what I've heard. So fast forward a few years, and when Brandon and I are starting our coffee shop, we knew how important it would be to take time for family and for recovery for us and for our staff. So every single year that we were in business, we closed from December 25th through January 1st. We have no clue if we would have made a lot of money if we had stayed open during that time or if we would have been losing money. But we knew that we wanted to cultivate this spirit of peace and contentment for ourselves, for our staff, for our customers, that what we had for the year was enough and we could take that last week of the year and be peaceful with it, right? We didn't have to like hurry and scurry to make more money that year. And continuing into our current business, we still try to take a week off in December. Sometimes it's not always the last week because a lot of people are available to talk with us that last week. So we try to do it a different week instead. And this year, since like we can't go anywhere and we're still close to family, That might look a little differently than usual. You probably have your own version of that for yourself, how whatever you do to celebrate the holidays this year looks differently. But all this to say, what does this have to do with money, right? When it comes to money, sparking peace this holiday season has a lot to do with this idea of contentment. Now, I'm typically not a huge fan of the whole idea of being content. I'm a pretty driven person. We set ambitious goals, we go after them, we think, don't rest on your laurels, that whole idea. And there's this famous passage in the Bible where the author says he tries to be content in every circumstance. But then elsewhere, the same dude writes about running the race as if to win the prize. And it's one of those tensions. We don't want to be too driven that we burn out, but we don't want to be too content that we're lazy. We live in this tension. So, what does that look like for true peace with money, right? If it's this tension, you always want more, but you should be happy with what you have, but then you don't want to run out of what you have. So, you have to want more. Now, you might try some practical steps to find peace with money this holiday season. Um, and those are not going to be the same actions that you take to find peace in life, right? This holiday season. Peace in life, you can like turn off the news, stay off the socials, turn off your email notifications, take some time away from work. But what are the practical things that you can do to find more peace with your money this year? Well, in true Fife fashion, I've got 4 practical ideas for you. The first 3 are actions you could take right now, and the fourth is going to inspire you to find out more. Okay. So with money, I found lots of merit to the idea of having peace that whatever I have is enough and I don't have to work so hard all the time. In fact, working less might help me actually make more. The time I take away from work often leads to insights and breakthroughs because my brain gets into a different space. It can help me find strategies I wouldn't have otherwise or would have taken me longer to find. So, yes, taking some time away from making money to review how you're making money, think about ideas for what that looks like, how you could make more, how you could be content with what you have, how to live in that tension. Getting away from the Zoom calls and the laptop and going and doing something different without maybe even spending money can be very helpful. I've also found lots of peace in having a spending plan. And my spending plan has giving first and then saving second. So I'm not constantly worrying about if I'm spending too much or not, because I know that I've already given what I want, I've already saved what I want, and that I can spend the rest without any worry or anxiety or stress. The third practical idea I found tremendously helpful is to have this cushion of savings in case of an emergency or an opportunity. I'm not with that cushion there, I'm not constantly worrying about if I'm going to have enough if X, Y, or Z happens. I call it my swan plan or my swan cushion, my sleep well at night swan cushion of money that helps me. So pick one of those 3, see if they fit into your life right now. Does taking time to step away, do something different, will that give you some insights into your money that you wouldn't have otherwise? Would creating a spending plan be a really good step for you, or maybe revising your spending plan to have giving and saving first so then you can feel free to spend the rest? Or maybe it is that third one where you start building a nice cushion of savings so that you can sleep well at night, and maybe even call it your sleep well at night cushion of savings. See where those fit in your life, where you're headed, and if any of those could bring you more peace with money, and start moving that direction. You could do that right now. The fourth idea I have for you is to join me this month for a free webinar that I'm doing to help spread the holiday spirit and spark some joy, spark some peace, and my third word, which will come in the next episode, with money going into 2021 and throughout the year. If you'd like to hear more thoughts like these and practical action steps that you can use to implement so that you increase your joy, you increase your peace with money, just go visit fifemovement.com/joy. There you'll find all the details, how to participate, put the link in the description of this episode as well. I hope to see you at that webinar for what should be a fun, joy-filled time together that will bring us lots of peace. Again, that's fifemovement.com/joy. I'll see you there. For now, thanks for joining me and connecting with the Fife movement. As you go about your day today, remember, wealth is coming your way. Your quest is to prepare for using it well. For more tips on how to prepare, be sure to subscribe, and to connect with the community, visit fifemovement.com. If my gift has helped you today, please pay that gift forward by sharing this content with a friend. My gratitude in advance. To help this video be seen by more people, please hit the like button. And I invite your feedback in the comments as well. Please share with me what brings you peace during the holidays. Peace.